Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex Competitive back in today with a brand new video. And as was down title below, the topic we are talking about today. So, Tower of God, episode 7. Let's talk about it. But just before we get into that episode 7, I do want to say a couple things that I did see from the last episode that I did, leave out since I didn't get to do that review. So give me about 20 seconds of your time. And I want to start this off by saying we now get to clearly see that Kun and Maria's relationship, it's kind of a reference to, well, what Bam's and Rachel's is. I love the scene to where Kun's, stating, I know these kind of women, Bam. They're too self-indulgent. They're not going to be there for you. They're going to hinder you. They're going to hurt you. And, whenever I really kind of look at that statement, I really do enjoy that statement because it's a statement that doesn't really get to be said. Instead, it's a cliche that constantly goes down the same old rabbit hole. And now, yeah, it's going down that rabbit hole, but it's going down a different way because Kun's awareness and them allowing him to be aware instead of that cliche character that doesn't know anything. But Kun's been here. He knows how this is. So it's going to be, exciting to see how this unfolds. Now, moving on to the next thing, we do see that Anak actually is not Anak. The imposter that she really is playing her mother. We find out that Anak is actually the, princess in a sense, right? Since her mother was, but she's basically taking on that role in a fake sense. She's claiming to be Anak. She's walking like Anak. She's trying to talk like Anak. Now, everyone who's been around kind of knows what's going on here. Clearly, we see that, that Kun was able to get that in that database. So there's damn well other information that administrators could get if they wanted to. How do you think that information got in there to begin with? I mean, looking at what happened with the whole Anak thing, I do want to say this. Not wanting to spread power, can't bear children, can't find, love interest. That's clearly just for the king to keep power. He knows that the only threats to him are actually people of this rare special capability, which is why the test is also there, to design to kill those people so they don't, eliminate threats to the tower. And then also at the same time, it's that rule with the princess is there to not allow, power that's been gifted to you, and is now in your DNA to be passed down to the other generations, right? And or other people, so there's not strong people in numbers that can, question a tower and potentially destroy it, right? So that's a big thing that we have found out in these last few episodes, and I love how the show is actually flowing this all together, because if there's one show, one thing I've noticed about the show, and this is the most important thing I'll say this video, it's amazing how the show is able to have all these characters do their thing, and especially this last episode, it kind of showcased, to us that, hey, these characters have been on the screen, and you have kind of slowly got to know their personalities and choose who you dislike and like, personality-wise. So whenever I look at that, I think it's really important for an anime to have that, because how many anime have a great show with a cast that's so strong that 6 episodes in, we don't even care what the main character is necessarily doing. We want him involved, we want to see him progress, but we do not exactly care what he's doing. Like these side characters, right? And or these other members that are a part of this main cast are doing a terrific job. And I'm I'm so impressed. I can't remember the last time a show actually had, a cast of characters that are just so fun to watch on screen, so entertaining, so engaging to watch on screen, to where the main character is not really even main character. In some episodes, he's not. In some episodes, he doesn't do anything. Actually, no. Most episodes, he doesn't do anything because he's just now learning how to do anything. So, and the show's been fine. People like the show a lot. The show's gotten great reception. I adore the show so far. And it's amazing. It's amazing how they're able to progress the plot so slowly, so realistic, and at the same time, they're able to, progress our character Bam in such a slow but yet realistic manner. It feels as if we are moving at a pace in which we should, and I feel as if when our animes are able to capture stuff like this and do things like this, I think putting realism in progression of a story is the hardest thing to do, but it's the most crucial. If you make it feel real, if the pace is good, and everything like that, the characters are progressing in a realistic manner, the story's flowing in a realistic manner, like the way we're going up these floors, that's what really makes a show special. Realistic progression, whether in plot and characters, and to get both of those things, that's really hard, especially to do it at a very good level, which that's exactly what Tower of God's doing. I mean, that's crucial. That's absolutely huge. That's why My Hero Academia is so good. It feels realistic. The progression of Deku feels realistic, and the same thing of the characters. When you get shows like this, they're gonna be big. They're gonna be special. It's because the authors want, if you know how to do those things, that means you know how to write a story very well. Not just good, but very well. And it's been proven time and time again. Why do you think people want to sort of online to slow the fuck down? Excuse my language, but think about that. So other than that, though, we do get to see that Dorsey technically is an aunt to a Knack. Jumping back onto that, don't want to stick on this too long, but we do get to see that she is an aunt to her technically, not by blood, but just the whole sisters, princesses, whole type of thing. So other than that, though, we do get to see that Dorsey is even developing. The princess, in the orange outfit and the high heels, we see that she's most definitely developing now. And that's something I've been interested in seeing how they are going to display that development. So we see that Dorsey clearly is a prideful person. She busted her ass, and she's kind of mad at Anak because, well, Anak inherited a power. She's like, you broke the guidelines, you broke the law, you broke the contract. You inherited power that you didn't even earn. And clearly we see that Dorsey has trained. She's done something to clearly get stronger, and she takes pride in being where she's at. But at the same time, we do get to see that she's slowly getting chinks in her armor. We're going to see her interact with these characters. We're going to see her, not wanting to interact with them, but slowly but surely, just because these characters are being themselves and they're not, all being just out of touch with reality because of their goal, that we're seeing a great, chemistry take place. We see that her shell's starting to crack. We see that she signed the friendship list. We see the things that she would never done. And that's awesome. That's crucial. We see characters struggling, like the Horn character. We get a little 10-second flashback with no dialogue of seeing that his people are hunted down like animals and their horns are taken just for the sake of collecting them and probably selling them. We see that humans are hunting humans because of the assets and materialistics they have in the series. And that's dark, but it makes these characters touching. But I also think that we're doing this for these characters simply because these characters are red shirts, and I think that it's gonna suck. I think it's gonna be very painful to see some of these characters go, but there's no way in hell, after seeing some of these levels, some of these floors, that I truly believe all these characters will live until the end of the show. I just don't believe that to be true. And the samurai guy with the badass sword tricks and the guy in the jumpsuit jacket, I'm so happy to have them. Like, it looks as if they're becoming part of the main cast. Like, it's gonna be Kun, Rack, and Bam, sure, but then we may see, the samurai guy, and the guy in the tracksuit as that, not necessarily fourth and fifth character, but I think that they'll be around that sixth and seventh main character. So they'll get plenty of screen time. So that's something I really am excited to see. And allowing characters to connect in the way they are, man, it's just so cool. It's just, I don't know what exactly all of it is for all the characters, but I slowly see a group coming together. I slowly see characters tearing their own selves apart, like Rachel, because of what she's trying to do and all these various things. I see a character like Dorsey developing. I see a character like Anak opening up and now getting characterization for her. I see a character like Kun really kind of knowing what's going on with Rachel and Bam, but yet he's trying to regulate it to where he can protect Bam. But don't you want to protect those eyes that know no doubt? Those words will echo with him for the rest of the series. I promise you that. Everything's playing off something in this show. My Hero Academia did that. I said that in my project video. Go check it out. And look, the show continues to get better. And we're not even to a point to where Bam has stepped in his throne with that power that he has. Those cool fights that Bam is going to have with the power in which he has are going to be awesome. And we haven't got to that point yet. So my thing is, well, if the show is at least this good, let's say the show is very good. Let's say the show's a B. Let's say the show's a B plus. Well, whenever Bam comes up and he becomes that badass character that he is, where does the show go from there? Because I'm under the impression we're at an A minus right now. I'm very impressed with the show. Where does the show go once the rightful throne to that protagonist spot, Bam, arrives? I wonder, but we'll have to wait and see. So, but other than that, though, guys, that is actually everything that I had to say. I want to make sure I caught up on the series. Want to make sure I got this video out to you. And yeah, I hope the lighting's not horrible. I hope it's good enough. I just want to do a chill video since it is, a day or two late. 2 days late. I wanted to just do a chill video, cool LED lighting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow Twitter X25, and hey, check out my links if you want to help out what I do here down in the description. See you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.